Hey, what's up, peeps? It's your girl, Rachel. This is Rachel Valentine. I am your bipolar black chick. Hey, I'm back with another episode. Just talking about some of the things that's been going on, the things that's been happening, for me, good and bad. Hey, ups and downs. That's how life is, and definitely how I operate sometimes. But anyway, so hey, it's good to see you guys. I haven't been on doing so many things like me and my fiance. Yes, I am engaged. I don't have the ring yet, but he's looking for one. But he has asked me to marry him. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited because I just never thought that I would meet someone that truly understands the struggles that I have when it comes to uh, the bipolar disorder that I was diagnosed with. And so, of course, it's so much for him to take in. Um, but I think we understand each other, and I think he understands it a lot more than pretty much anybody that I've ever dealt with. And I don't know if it's just because I'm recently, within the last 10 years, finding out that I have the disorder, or what about 15 years? About 15 years. So I've been single, I think, for forever. And some of it had to stem from me being leery about how someone would perceive me once they found out that I have bipolar disorder. I mean, we make jokes about it and everything, but bipolar disorder is serious. It's an actual disability that you can be on SSI for. So it's not, we laugh and joke, but it's not for play. It really isn't. It is not for play. Bipolar disorder is not for play. And so I have to remember certain things, like when he and I are talking. And generally, when we do get into some type of tiff, is because I didn't comprehend or understand what he was actually saying to me. And so I have to explain that piece too to people, that someone that has bipolar disorder may not think in the same manner in which that a lot of other people might think. Um, my views on things could be a whole I don't even know how to describe it, but my views, how I view something, and that's with anybody. But if you can imagine that, if you can say, okay, well, in the military, let's take that for instance. I was in the military for 14 years, and I'm yawning. Dang, what the heck? Anyway, and so those people, we came from everywhere. You came from everywhere, all countries, all kind of stuff, right? And so if you can imagine putting us all together, we had to figure out each other's differences, right? And so I think that is part of the key with that, because we figure out our differences, but at the same time, there's not a mental barrier. So if you really think about it, if you have someone that has bipolar disorder and you're trying to date them, then it's going to be harder for you to read them and try to determine what their thoughts, I wouldn't say thoughts, but how they're perceiving things. And I think that's the right word, is perceiving, because when he and I first started dating, he was saying things to me, and initially I thought he was just angry at me, just angry, and so I didn't know what to do. And it's so funny because I'm like that, because I'm like trying to figure out, okay, now I didn't want to go off, because I'm like, why are you angry with me? Why are you yelling at me? I've done nothing or whatever. And but I didn't want to be like just like whatever. But I didn't also want him to know that I really wasn't sure whether when he was talking to me he was mad or not. Because how his mannerisms and how he talks, and he's really, really kind of that forceful kind of guy, And when he's talking about something, he's real passionate about it, and I know I did that like, but it's funny, but it's true. He really, really just kind of gets into what he's talking about. Is really passionate about it, and so sometimes I would think he was like really angry with me because of something that I possibly did, or I didn't even know. I made it up. Completely made it up in my head. He was angry. Some other things that happened that were along the same line, because a person that has bipolar disorder does not compute, does not see things the manner in which an everyday average person would. We just don't. So it's certain things that he could say or he can do that would trigger me. And he would be like, what is wrong with you? What is going on with you? And I had to break it down. I'm like, look, I'm going to explain it to you like this. Let's talk about this. These are some of the things that you're going to see with me. Not intentionally, just things that you're going to see. Paranoia. Paranoia is bad. I'm always paranoid about him. Always. And the crazy part is I know he loves me. And I know a lot of people say that don't mean anything, which it don't. It does not. You're absolutely right. But at the same time, I don't want to make up things that do not exist, because we already have a hard enough society as it is with people in relationships. So I don't want to make it up as it is. And then here I made up some crap that didn't even happen, really, So that's the kind of things that he had to start looking at, and I kind of had to start breaking it down and just sitting him down and talking to him about it. And luckily, he's willing and open to listen, and I think it's changed a lot of things for me. Just that little piece, to be honest. So, yeah. Okay, well, it's my dog. And my other dog trying to take my dog on. Stop, dog. I'm working. Move, Kingston. Driving me. Come on now. See. Anyway. Ow! Move. I'm gonna get him. And he took his spanking toy and put it all the way over there so I couldn't get to it. Now he's gonna harass me. Let me get this dog. Alright. Take care of your girl. Bipolar Black Chick. See you guys soon for another episode.